Hey ladies and gents, welcome to the new car show. We're here for the first time in Madrid, center of Spain, checking out the new facelift of Ford Kuga. Now, I gotta say, this facelift really looks amazing, at least my personal taste. It's a beautiful, gorgeous SUV, and I can see some resemblance with the Volkswagen Group. We have here a Ford Explorer EV. We know this is a collaboration with Volkswagen, so the front headlights, or the daytime running lights, look like a Tiguan, but I think you're gonna notice that the resemblance. Now, without that, let's just head to the car and look at this beauty. You can see the beautiful creases on the hood. I really like the new daytime running lights that are connected on the top. It looks very gorgeous. So the top part turns into turn signal. These are always on as a daytime running lights. You can see lenses, but two projectors inside, and then again two lenses, also two projectors, and then two LED lights, perhaps for integrated LED fog lights. We can see a little chrome here, and this is closed, no tunneling on the side. Grille here, this is some sort of gray, not piano black, but gray piano finish. Big air intake on the top and the bottom. Now you can see the radar and the beautiful new Ford badge. It's a classic, but just a new styling design. Wide lens camera for 360 parking. Front end looks really gorgeous. It's going to be very recognizable on the road because of this connected LED headlights. The front really looks gorgeous, dynamic. I really love this. It's growing on me very much from the start. You can see here the beautiful 19-inch alloys. So these are 225/55 R19 extra large tires from Continental. You can see diamond cut, but it's a smooth finish on this gray finish, and we have gray Ford cover here and silver lug nuts, also contrasting red calipers, looking nice. And this is the SD lines. You can see the badges on the side mirrors, turn signals, and here have cameras for 360 parking and big puddle lights, so that's nice. Now, checking the dash here, we have the speakers on the front. So these are branded speakers, so upgraded it, and you can see the heads-up display, it's closed currently. Now on the top we have the lane assist, light and rain sensor. I apologize for the loud music. Hopefully I won't get a copyright strike, so I'm trying to talk a little bit louder to compete with the algorithm trying to monetize that. Over here, double glazed windshield, already standard. Blind spot in the mirror, but no auto dimming, unfortunately. There's keyless entry. Driver's side has a physical cylinder. You get a physical key in your key fob. Tinted window on the rear, and we have aluminum roof racks, but these are sprayed with this kind of rough black paint, so these are nice looking. Now look at this, it's a double shark fin antenna. Some premium SUVs have that, but I don't understand what's the point of the double shark fin antenna, maybe just for looks. Okay, this door is not properly closed, so it's flush now, not to be any mistake there. You can see also red contrasting calipers on the rear. Now, here's the fuel cap, minimum 95 run. This one you just push in the pistol, so there's no cap cover. Obviously petrol. Now checking the back, it looks gorgeous. I like this new LED taillights. They're not changed too much. They're resembling the Focus design. Very nice looking. These are all LED inside. You have the fog lights. Now these might be bulbed, and you have the cat eyes at the bottom. They're vertical looking, 360 parking sensors. And then I like the fact that the bumper is in the color of the vehicle, and there's a little piano black, not gray, piano black on the back trim. And you have real exhaust pipes, and the diffuser is kind of very discreet. You have the Kuga, which means plague in Croatian. It's an odd name to choose, but definitely doesn't have any or the same meaning in English. You can see the white LED license plate illumination. There's a button to open and a wide parking camera. This one has the hybrid badge. There's no spec, but it is a hybrid. You can see the stoplight there, and the spoiler is very discreet. Look at this. But it does have this nice tips on the top, so that's looking nice. Now let's check the SUV from this angle. Let me lower down so you can see the whole. It looks really sporty in the SD line package. Now open it up. Actually, let me get on this end so you can see the whole cargo space. Gentleman's browsing here as well. So I'm a 2 meter tall person, or 6.6 in feet. So that opens a nice and tall. You can press here to close. You can adjust manually the height. Hold until you hear a beep to memorize the height if you have a garage, so you don't want this to open all the way up. Now this is plain. This, you can see this could be removed. And then this cover can be also over there removed. I'm not a huge fan of this light top cover solution, but it is what it is. There's also another here, so if you want to remove that. Now, checking the cargo space, it's very spacious and generous. You get this Kuga carpet. It's a nice carpet, rubberized on the other side. Of course, you can flip this if you don't want to spill something, so you can actually, use it this way as well. Now, underneath it's standard carpeting for the rear cargo space, trunk space, whatever you call it in your world, or your part of the world, excuse me, that's what I meant to say. Now here is the cargo space underneath. There's a spare tire, which is very nice. You don't get that anymore. I think this might be a bit less wider than the standard tire, but still it's better than having just only a patching kit. Now there's a little room underneath here around the tire. Maybe you can store some stuff like a first aid kit. So it stays actually up like this, but it's not really that practical if you need to remove the tire. Now you have latch points on all 4 sides. That's good. You have room on the sides. There's a speaker on the right side, and there's cold light on the right. Now you can knock down the bench from the rear, which is practical. The seats knock down 60-40, and you have on the left side grocery hook, which is a nice detail, and a 12-volt outlet. Here it's just an exhaust opening, same as here. Now the seats, as you can see here, since this is a soft top, the seats can recline a little bit backwards because you have more room. Closing up, slow but not too loud. Now let's check the rear. You still have those long big handles, nice and easy to open. Now you still have this protection, which is really nice, but I've heard it's easy to fall off and break. But because of that, I don't think the closing sound is really great. It's okay from the outside. From the inside, you can hear that part, I guess. Now the doors open nice and wide if you need to put a child seat. Seals look good going around, and the doors are going all the way down, so they won't be water residue when you're washing your car, at least on the step there. Inside we have hard plastic speaker there, and at the bottom, nice big handles, power windows. So, some nice design. This is nice and touch, contrast stitching there, and reflector. It doesn't illuminate. Kind of weird pocket, but there's a water bottle area there. This is like basically useless. Moving on, we have a smooth leather. Actually, kind of on the smooth side, but it has some texture. That's super smooth. Alcantara, my favorite. It'd be nice if it was perforated. And again, contrasting stitching on top as well. Now, you press up, that knocks down automatically. You can see the generous cargo space. And you can see the top tether point for the child seat. This locks into the upright position. You can see the difference. So you have to, I'm gonna use my elbow here. knock it down there. You have the isofix here, it's not covered. And you can push up here, then you can slide the bench back and forward. Let's get inside. And before we do that, notice the carpets also have contrasting stitching. Okay, so there is plenty of feet room. Let me close this door. There are some people browsing. Okay, they've closed all the doors. You can hear the soundproof, sort of. But continuing on, plenty of feet room, plenty of knee room, very generous space-wise. And this is the view when this is open. They're gonna close it. Okay, they're trying to manually close it, then they realize, oh, there's a button. Happens. Now you can see when it's closed, there's actually a lot of height here. Good overview on the back, and these are, when they're down, also good, so there's no obstruction towards the rear view. So the headrest can of course go up and down, and this is very comfortable, although kind of reduced here for the length. So, and there's these are flush, but this is going to be hard, so I wouldn't fit a third person. It's comfortable for two people. The seats are nicely profiled. There is a armrest here that locks into position. This is plasticky bottom, but it has adjustable cups. No opening here, so again, it'd be nice if they left this key opening here for something that's long if you need to go to the workshop. Anyway, something to improve maybe in the future. Now, a lot of light coming inside despite the ST package having the black roof liner there. This is an, oh, that's again, that's 2 latch points for that. Thought it was something else. This is nice because the seat belt is in this liner, so when you knock down, the seat belt isn't in the way. Now we have handles on all 4 sides. Let me show it to you here. So they're not slowly closing. They're making this kind of resonating sound through the roof. But you have hooks on the back, so that's a nice detail. Are these touch lights? Oh, they're not. These are pressable, but towards this end, to the right. So warm lights in the interior. No hooks on the B-pillar. Seatbelt is height adjustable. You can see here for the front headrest. Now, leather seats, you have nice big pockets and AC vents, 2 USB-Cs for fast charging. Transmission tunnel is not too wide, not too tall, so potentially, yes, you can squeeze 3 people in the back, but it would be more comfortable for 2. Now, you can see the bench here. I'm gonna try to go all the way. So this is the difference. This is fully to the front, to the max, and then this is fully to the back. So you can see, I can do this and this, so you can see the difference regarding the seats and perhaps, okay, this one locks, so you can see the gap. There is then some room here where you can potentially, I don't know, store something if you like that. And then you can see here the difference between the tilt. Let's get on the front, where you're gonna spend most of your time if you purchase the car. So checking the front door, closing sounds the same, doors open nice and wide, same seals. This is interesting, this is plasticky. Again, reflector, not sure if there's a light on the front when you turn it on. I think this is just a reflector. Now, on the front, this is padded, and this is leather, and it almost, I thought for a moment it was a hard plastic, but it's leather, it's soft, this is soft, and then this is padded. So this is all around this is leather, then you have this kind of a plastic trim imitating carbon fiber. Now it's nice on the front, you have illuminated handles, so there's a little light you can see. That's a nice touch. And you can see here, lock unlock, there are memory seat options, 3 of them. You can lock the rear windows, control the mirrors, fold them, and all power windows, fully automatic. There's a speaker. Now there's a little dot here. They usually put, if it's a, you know, I think this is the upgraded speakers, but for some reason there's no badge here. There is one on the top of the dash there. Interesting. If they made a saving here, that'd be kind of dumb. So you have cup holder here, and small pocket, slightly better than the one on the rear, design-wise speaking. ST line aluminum doorstep. Now we're gonna pop the front later. It's pulled twice. Sport paddles, also footwell illumination in color. That's nice. Now these are electronic seats. Back and forward, tilt, lumbar. So if this goes up, yes, yep, so that's good. You can adjust the height of this part, and then this one, it extends manually. So, okay, bolsters on the bottom and bigger on the top, very nice. You at the top, you have those warm lights in the interior. And just look at this, this is also padded by leather. So this is plastic, but it also feels like it's padded. Doesn't rattle a lot. You can open the cargo space from the driver position. You can switch off the lights, keep them automatic. This is just for the car show. And you can increase the brightness, I guess, of the illumination and the screen. Steering column is manually adjustable. Hopping inside, closing. Okay, good closing sound. On the rear, it felt like that little plastic is doing some sort of slightly resonating, but it's a good closing sound here. Now, switching to wide lens, we have a familiar steering wheel, new big screen. Now this is from Ford Focus, shared dash. We have the new system here for starting the car, and the AC controls are on the screen, so not anymore on the bottom. Now zooming back in, let's focus on the steering wheel. Now it's nice and squishy. I've noticed. Look at this. I can press it. It's squishy. Usually it's very hard, but just a detail, so it gives you nice grip when you hold it in. It's leather is kind of has a little texture, not too smooth. We have the perforation on the sides, flat bottom, sport steering wheel, SD package again, and we have nice and physical buttons. But I would say this is a bit outdated. I was hoping to see maybe a new steering wheel, maybe in the new generation after the facelift, we'll see something new, but this is getting slightly outdated, but otherwise very good. I still prefer the physical buttons. You have the cruise control settings, volume assistance, for the voice commands, trip computer, and so on. Now here we have lights and turn signals, wipers, all classic. And dash is soft, so this is nice and soft. You have a speaker towards the A-pillar. This is plastic because of the head-up display. Now, I can't see that far. I think this is Bowing & Olufsen, of course. And yeah, you have a little badge there, but then nothing in that corner where they used to put one. Okay, rest of the dash, so soft. Okay, this is actually soft. Okay, it starts becoming hard underneath here, but this and this is nice and soft. We have here, of course, this is plastic, but it's a very good imitation of carbon fiber. Actually, this might be, actually sounds like a plastic, not like a carbon fiber, but if it's a plastic, it's a good imitation. Now, not to forget, because we don't have the key, you can see here Ford, big digital cockpit. You have the Kuga when you, yeah, I always think of a Croatian word, plague. You have that screen, it's a very nice big screen, and then you have the new infotainment. By pressing here, you can switch it off. That's that. We're gonna come back to the screen just in a moment. So you have air vents below, we have the hazards. Again, start stop button is on a nice reachable spot. You have the passenger airbag information. You have the park cameras, max rear defrost. Driving modes are here. So when you press here, it actually opens the menu for that. And then you have here for the volume. Okay, we're in Spain, but it's a bad reception. You can hold to turn off or mute. Now here, this is But this is rubberized, so you have the wireless charger, you have a little pad here, USB-C and A, so that's nice for the transition time. Still, it's mostly now USB-C, but still some people are using the A, so it's nice and practical to have both of those. You have a 12-volt outlet. It's nice that Ford thought of that. This is slightly padded, but you know, it's okay. Not too hard, not too soft, but better than just being plasticky. Of course, you know the dial system for the park reverse neutral drive. Okay, to be honest, I haven't tested Ford cars, I just review them on car shows because locally I couldn't get them for test. But I'm not sure what the L button is for, so if you answer that in the comments, I would appreciate it. There are ambient lights here around that, so if I open the doors, I think these come on, and you can see here in the cup holders, these are kind of Ford, like a turquoise blue color or like a light blue. So these are, you know, nicely illuminated. You have rubberized bottom and adjustable 2 cup holders, and then a third one for a small cup. Electronic parking brake. You have the, I guess, auto hold, and here's a little room for, I don't know, something. And also here, so this one has a rubber mat that is also nice. So if you put a change here, it won't go around here. It may just make some sounds. This is nice and soft. It's extendable. Now there is a button here. When you push this out, you can't touch it here. It's underneath, so you have to close it in and then press to open. There's also rubberized tray here, and then there is, you can see, room. This is all plastic, you know, textile carpet on the bottom, but it's fairly roomy. But this hump here is kind of reducing the space. But still, you can put some stuff here, store your personal belongings that you don't want to be visually seen. If you live in parts of the world where there's a big chance that someone might break in just to steal some small stuff. Don't have that problem where I live, but I know there are some countries that do. Big glove compartment, so it doesn't really open wide. I would hope that would just go slightly lower, but it's sticking out too much. It might hit the knees of the front passengers, so I think they could have, because it's opening all the way down, not just for here, so I guess that's the reason for that. Now, not to forget headspace, plenty of room for a tall person, again 2 meters or 200 centimeters, 6.6 in feet. Plenty of room, and you have a nice tall sitting position. From my eye level, I can see the hood. I love that. That really gives you some sort of sense of feeling of safety, and you're in a nice big powerful SUV. Good overview around on the back as well, although you can see further back, but also not bad for parking. You can see where the wall is when you have a hatch on the rear. Now, the mirror has this bezel. Be nice if it was bezel-less and look more premium, but it's all good. I believe, seeing this dot here, you can maybe notice that one. Do you see that one? It's an auto-dimming feature. Now, okay, so there's not a light here. I thought for a moment there's an opening through the glass and it's coming in. There are some like temperature sensors for the inside cabin and some other sensors. This is not pressable, but it's some detail. Now, this is similar to the Volkswagen Group. It's a cover, and then the actual button is here. So this is for kids not to press, but I guess if they press, you're gonna notice it opens and they will press again. There is here a light switch. The lights are nice and warm. So I would expect usually temperature sensors here, but this might be for the Bluetooth calls. But there's some of the technical details that doesn't really concern you as a driver. Here's the document holder, and so this one's kind of rubberized, and this is nice and padded. So this is soft, this is kind of hard. Also, document holder on this end, so on both ends, and you have a nice big beauty mirror with warm lights, so they do match. Actually, they don't. This is kind of warm. This looks white, but it kind of has a warm tone to it, not that cold blue light. So that's that. Now wait, does this extend? Okay, this area is almost fully covered. It's actually really good. It's a big, but it does not extend. But it's really big, so you know, I'll give it a pass. I usually like if we can extend that. Coming back to the screen here, I'm not sure if they have a key for this car. Sometimes they just lock the cars here in Spain. Sometimes they do give us the keys, but I'm gonna ask later and cut in at some point. But just to show you the infotainment, here's the navigation. It looks responsive. Now there's still this protection screen that hasn't been removed. You know, it's fast. Takes a second just to like catch up, but you know, it's fast and responsive. It looks okay. I think there should be a theme for like a day theme or night theme. This is still in Spanish. I haven't switched it, but I'm sure there's a lot of options. There's a home menu here. Now this one takes a minute to load. I mean, a few seconds, not a minute, but I wish it was slightly more responsive when changing. You can see here beautiful animations. So this is like a small extra screen or extra information option. Then here you have all the applications. So there is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but this is like the home screen, and then you have the shortcuts. At the bottom you have the AC controls. Here you have the apps. So Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, of course. If you go to home, there's car functions. So driving modes, Eco Normal, Sport, and I guess this one's like for maybe perhaps mud and snow. Oh, that's a nice animation there. I wish we can like remove this one. But when you press, usually in some of the, like in navigation, you press, it just goes to full screen. Now see, like this, you press here and then just loads full screen. There's 3D options, facing north or facing where the car is. And you know, this looks, there's some adjustments here for the Wi-Fi, software updates. It looks improved. Again, I've reviewed Ford cars only on car shows for the moment. I haven't tested any, because in Croatia locally I don't get them on a test drives. But moving on, I'm gonna pop the bonnet, see this hybrid system. To switch this one off, hold, and it should go off. There you go. Now, checking underneath the bonnet, just raise up. There's no push to the sides. You have to use the little leg, but here's the hybrid. Now it's a 4-cylinder. I'm gonna zoom petrol. And your washer fluid is here. The rest leave to the mechanics. So no engine cover. It's exposed. But that's that. Let's let it drop. Closes perfectly. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the hazards for you just to show you those, and I'm gonna wrap it up. So you can see the turn signals or the hazards are on the top. You can see them in the side mirrors. I really like this front end design. It just looks so good, and I like the back. It's also very discreet. The gentleman opened it, but you can see only the outside part has the turn signal, and it's an LED, of course. So you can see once again how this opens and closes. So just to show you when it's closed. So I really like this back end. It's very nice, not too aggressive, looking fresh. So, but the front end is really just amazing. I like this sharp detail, and then going upwards, it just gives a slightly mean look, but still very elegant. That's it. I'm gonna wrap it here, guys. Thank you for watching. Do like this video, share this video, and leave a comment. How do you like the new Plague? Sorry, I had to try. How do you like the new Kuga? Because Ford Kuga looks really amazing in this facelift. Looking forward to seeing this on the road. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye.